What happens when a young entrepreneur is dismissed by one of the biggest names in the world? This is the story of Maya Carter, a visionary who refused to give up. After being humiliated in her own cafe, she channeled her frustration into building a movement that would inspire and empower entrepreneurs across the globe. But what happens when the same person who rejected her comes back with a surprising offer? Stay tuned to witness Maya's legendary comeback and the life-changing partnership that followed. In the bustling streets of downtown Los Angeles, a small cafe known as Bean and Dream was abuzz with activity. It was run by Maya Carter, a 25-year-old entrepreneur with big dreams and a small budget. Maya had poured her life savings into the cafe, hoping to create a community space where people could connect over coffee and creativity. Her cafe was known for its vibrant energy, with local artists performing live music, poetry readings, and pop-up events. But despite her hard work, the cafe was struggling to break even. Maya had an idea: invite celebrities to her events to boost visibility. One evening, Maya heard that Snoop Dogg was in town for a private party nearby. Seizing the opportunity, she reached out to his team with an invitation to attend her cafe's Entrepreneurs Night, an event meant to celebrate young business owners. To her surprise, Snoop's team agreed. The night arrived, and Maya worked tirelessly to prepare. The cafe was decorated with string lights, and the smell of freshly brewed coffee filled the air. The room was packed with eager young entrepreneurs showcasing their businesses, hoping for inspiration, or maybe even a chance encounter with Snoop Dogg himself. When Snoop entered the cafe, the room fell silent. Maya approached him with a warm smile. "Welcome, Mr. Dogg. It's an honor to have you here. Would you like to meet some of our entrepreneurs?" But Snoop barely glanced at her. "This isn't my vibe," he said casually. "I thought this was going to be bigger." The crowd looked on in awkward silence as Snoop turned his entourage and said, "Let's bounce." Without another word, he walked out, leaving Maya humiliated in front of her guests. That night, as Maya cleaned up the cafe, her heart was heavy. "Maybe I aimed too high," she whispered to herself. But as she looked around at the event flyers and the faces of the few entrepreneurs who stayed to thank her, Maya made a silent promise. This isn't the end. Little did she know, this moment of rejection would spark a comeback that would captivate the world. The morning after the disastrous event, Maya sat in her quiet cafe, replaying the night in her mind. Snoop Dogg's dismissal stung deeply, but it was the look of disappointment on her guests' faces that haunted her the most. Maya flipped open her notebook, which was filled with ideas and sketches for the cafe's future. "If people like him don't believe in me, I'll just have to prove them wrong," she said to herself. Instead of wallowing in self-pity, Maya decided to revamp her cafe and its mission. She renamed the event series Dreamers United and turned it into a platform that celebrated underrepresented entrepreneurs, offering mentorship, networking opportunities, and workshops. Maya also transformed the cafe into a co-working hub during the day, allowing local creatives and small business owners to rent space for a minimal fee. The cafe became a hive of activity, buzzing with collaboration and innovation. Maya's efforts caught the attention of a local influencer who visited the cafe during a Dreamers United event. They posted a video of the vibrant atmosphere, featuring young entrepreneurs sharing ideas and customers cheering for a local musician performing live. The post went viral, and within days, Maya's cafe became the talk of the town. More entrepreneurs flocked to the events, and Maya started gaining recognition as a leader in the local small business community. As the cafe thrived, Maya caught the attention of a venture capitalist named Rachel Lynn, who specialized in supporting women-led businesses. Rachel attended one of the Dreamers United events and was blown away by the energy and purpose behind Maya's vision. After the event, Rachel approached Maya. "You've created something incredible here," she said. "With the right resources, this could be so much bigger. Have you ever thought about expanding?" Maya's eyes widened. "I've dreamed about it," she admitted. Rachel smiled. "Let's make it happen." With Rachel's backing, Maya began planning to open a second location, one that could serve as a flagship space for Dreamers United. As she worked late into the night, a notification popped up on her phone, a news article featuring none other than Snoop Dogg. The headline read, "Snoop Dogg invests in local startups to empower young entrepreneurs." Maya stared at the screen, her mind racing. Would her path cross with his again? And if it did, would he recognize the entrepreneur he had dismissed? Months later, Maya's cafe was thriving, and her new flagship location was nearing its grand opening. Dreamers United had evolved into a citywide movement, with countless young entrepreneurs crediting Maya's platform for helping them launch their businesses. One afternoon, as Maya was preparing for a major Dreamers United event at her original cafe, her phone buzzed with an unusual call. "This is Denise," the caller said. "I work with Snoop Dogg. He's heard about your events and would like to attend your next one. Are you open to that?" Maya's breath caught in her throat. For a moment, she considered refusing, but then she thought about how far she'd come since that humiliating night. "Absolutely," she said with calm determination. When the night of the event arrived, the cafe was packed with people. Entrepreneurs were showcasing their products, live music filled the air, and the energy was electric. Maya spotted Snoop as he entered, flanked by his team. This time, instead of dismissing the scene, he looked around with genuine interest. Maya approached him, her head held high. "Welcome to Dreamers United, Mr. Dogg," she said confidently. Snoop smiled. "Maya, right? I've heard a lot about what you've built here. Looks like you've got something special." Maya nodded, her expression steady. "It's a lot different from the last time you were here, isn't it?" Snoop chuckled, rubbing the back of his neck. "Yeah. About that, I owe you an apology. I didn't give you or your vision a fair chance. But seeing what you've done, it's inspiring." The two sat down in a quiet corner of the cafe, and for the first time, Snoop listened to Maya's story. She spoke about the struggles of being a young entrepreneur, the sacrifices she made to keep her dream alive, and how his rejection had fueled her determination to succeed. "I don't hold a grudge," Maya said. "If anything, that night pushed me to grow. But I hope this shows you that small beginnings can lead to big things." Snoop nodded thoughtfully. "You're right. I judged too quickly, and that was my mistake. But I'd like to make it right." As the night wrapped up, Snoop made an offer that left Maya stunned. "How about we team up? I want to support what you're doing here and help take it nationwide." Maya stared at him, unsure how to respond. Could she trust a man who once walked out on her dream? Maya sat in her cafe late into the night, considering Snoop Dogg's offer. The thought of working with someone as influential as him was tempting, but she couldn't ignore the lingering memory of his initial dismissal. After days of reflection, she made her decision. When she met with Snoop and his team, Maya's voice was steady as she said, "I'll do it on one condition. The mission of Dreamers United stays at the heart of everything we do. This can't just be about business. It has to be about uplifting people." Snoop smiled. "That's exactly what I'm here for. Let's make it happen." Together, Maya and Snoop transformed Dreamers United into a nationwide movement. They launched a series of co-working spaces in major cities, combining Maya's community-focused model with Snoop's star power and resources. Each space offered affordable memberships, mentorship programs, and workshops tailored for young entrepreneurs. At the grand opening of their first flagship location in New York City, Snoop addressed the crowd. "When I first met Maya, I didn't see her vision. That was my mistake. But now, I see it clear as day. This isn't just about business. It's about giving people the tools to chase their dreams." The crowd erupted into applause, and Maya took the stage next, her voice filled with emotion. "This partnership isn't about where you start. It's about where you're willing to go. If we can make this happen, so can you." As Dreamers United grew, so did the challenges. Balancing rapid expansion with maintaining the mission's integrity proved difficult. At one point, Maya discovered that one of the new locations had veered away from the original vision, prioritizing profit over community support. Maya confronted Snoop. If we lose sight of why we're doing this, it's all for nothing. Snoop listened carefully. You're right, he said. Let's fix this and make sure it doesn't happen again. They restructured the organization, creating a leadership board that included community representatives to keep the mission grounded. The impact of Dreamers United was monumental. Young entrepreneurs across the country shared stories of how the spaces had helped them launch their businesses, find mentors, and build lasting networks. One memorable moment came during an event in Chicago, where a young woman tearfully told Maya, "I was ready to give up on my dream until I walked into this space. Thank you for creating something so powerful." Maya smiled, her heart swelling with pride. "This is why we do what we do," she said. As Dreamers United continued to grow, Snoop approached Maya with a daring idea. "Let's take this international. There are dreamers all over the world who need what we're building." Maya's eyes widened. "International? That's a whole new level." Snoop grinned. "Big dreams need big moves. What do you say?" Maya took a deep breath, knowing this would be the most ambitious step yet. The idea of taking Dreamers United International was daunting, but Maya knew the impact could be extraordinary. After weeks of planning, she and Snoop unveiled their global initiative, Dreamers United, World Edition, with the mission to empower young entrepreneurs worldwide. The first location was set to open in London, chosen for its vibrant business community and cultural diversity. Maya and Snoop flew to the city to oversee preparations, determined to make this launch a success. The grand opening of Dreamers United London was a spectacle. Held in a historic building refurbished into a modern entrepreneurial hub, the event drew a mix of local business leaders, aspiring entrepreneurs, and international media. Maya addressed the crowd, her voice steady and full of purpose. "This isn't just a space, it's a movement. It's a promise that no matter where you come from, your ideas matter, and your dreams deserve a chance." Snoop followed with his signature charisma. "Dreamers are everywhere, and so is opportunity. We're here to connect the two." The event was a massive success, and within weeks, the London location became a hub for innovation, hosting workshops, pitch events, and cultural festivals. Expanding globally brought its own set of challenges. Adapting to cultural differences and local regulations tested Maya's leadership. One location in Tokyo faced skepticism from the community, while another in Mumbai struggled to attract members initially. But Maya's perseverance shone through. She traveled to each location, meeting with local leaders and entrepreneurs to understand their needs. By tailoring each space to its unique community, she ensured that Dreamers United stayed true to its mission. Over time, Dreamers United became a household name, with locations in cities like Johannesburg, Sao Paulo, and Sydney. The initiative provided opportunities to thousands of young entrepreneurs who had previously lacked access to resources and mentorship. One particularly emotional moment came during a visit to Nairobi, where a young man shared his story. "Before Dreamers United, I had an idea but no way to make it happen. Now, I'm running my own business, and I'm hiring people from my community. You've changed my life." Maya wiped away tears as she hugged him. "You changed your own life. We just gave you the tools." Years later, Maya and Snoop were invited to an international entrepreneurship summit to share their journey. As they took the stage, the crowd erupted into applause. "This all started in a small café," Maya began, her voice filled with emotion. "Back then, I didn't know if my dream would survive. But every rejection, every challenge pushed me to keep going. Today, Dreamers United is proof that even the smallest idea can create something legendary." Snoop followed, his tone reflective. "I've learned that you never know who's got the next big idea. Maya taught me that. And now, she's teaching the world." The audience gave them a standing ovation as the screen behind them displayed the words, "Dreamers United, empowering visionaries everywhere." Back at her original cafe, Maya sat at a table, surrounded by young entrepreneurs pitching ideas. She smiled as she remembered how far she had come, from being dismissed to building a global movement. The doorbell jingled, and in walked Snoop, carrying 2 coffees. "Thought you could use a pick-me-up," he said, grinning. Maya laughed. "You're always late, Snoop. Better late than never," he replied, sitting down. As the camera panned out, the cafe's new sign read, "Dreamers United HQ, where big ideas begin." Asterisk, Maya's journey from rejection to global success proves that resilience and vision can change the world. With Snoop Dogg by her side, she turned a small cafe into a global movement, empowering dreamers everywhere. What did you think of Maya's incredible story? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'll try to reply to as many as I can. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspirational tales like this one. See you in the next video. Asterisk,